The cold, clear waters of the hidden river flowed beneath ancient willows. Home to Kappa, a creature unlike any other, shy and solitary, Kappa possessed smooth, green skin like river moss, webbed fingers perfect for swimming, and a vital bowl-shaped depression atop his head. This bowl, always brimming with the purest river water, was the source of his strength and spirit. Without it, he knew he would weaken, fade, and lose connection to his watery world. He spent his days observing darting fish and shimmering dragonflies hidden among the smooth stones, his heart heavy with a quiet loneliness. Few ever saw him, and fewer still understood his kind, leaving him adrift in a world of silent observation. One warm afternoon, while Kappa watched from beneath a submerged ledge, a small human child named May came to the riverbank. She wasn't fishing or shouting. Instead, she sat quietly, sketching the water lilies on a worn pad with a stubby pencil. Her movements were gentle, her presence calm. Intrigued by her focus and lack of fear, Kappa, emboldened by a courage he didn't know he possessed, slowly emerged from the reeds, the water rippling softly around his waist. May didn't scream, she simply looked up, her eyes wide with curiosity, not fright. A tentative smile touched her lips, and she held up her drawing, a surprisingly good likeness of a koi fish. Kappa's heart fluttered like a trapped minnow. Thus began a secret friendship, woven in stolen moments by the whispering river. May would arrive after her chores, always alone, always quiet. She'd share stories of her village, her voice a soft murmur against the water's song. Kappa, in turn, would show her smooth, iridescent stones from the deepest pools, demonstrate how water striders walked on the surface, or point out the hidden nest of a kingfisher. He learned the cadence of her laughter. She learned the subtle shifts in his expressive, dark eyes. The water in his bowl seemed to shimmer with a special light during these visits, reflecting a happiness he'd never known. He guarded their secret fiercely, knowing others might misunderstand their bond. Then came the storm. It wasn't just rain. It was a furious deluge unleashed from the mountains. The hidden river, usually so gentle, transformed into a raging torrent overnight. Brown, churning water swallowed the banks, tearing at roots and carrying debris downstream. Worry not at May. Had Kappa found shelter? Driven by concern, she crept out at dawn, the rain still sheeting down, the river roaring like a wounded beast. She scanned the chaotic water desperately near the old willow, its roots half exposed. She spotted him. Kappa was clinging to a thick, submerged root, his body battered by the current. His eyes, usually so bright, were wide with terror and exhaustion. He was fighting not just the water, but the terrifying loss of his essence. As May watched in horror, a massive, waterlogged branch, torn free upstream, surged towards Kappa like a battering ram. He tried to twist away, but the current held him fast. The branch struck his head with a sickening thud. She could hear even over the river's roar. The precious bowl atop his head shattered, its life-giving water instantly vanishing into the angry flood. Kappa's grip on the root faltered. A terrible, silent gasp escaped him, more profound than any scream. His vibrant green skin seemed to dull instantly, turning a sickly gray. His strength visibly drained away. His webbed hands slipped, and the current began to drag him under. His eyes met May's, filled with a profound, heart-wrenching despair. He was disappearing before her panic seized May, cold and sharp, but beneath it surged a fierce determination. Kappa was her friend. She couldn't let the river take him. Scrambling along the treacherous bank, slipping on mud, she fought her way downstream, eyes locked on his weakening form. Then she saw it, washed up in a tangle of reeds. Miraculously intact was her own small, blue-glazed ceramic bowl, the one she used to collect berries. It had been lost days before hope flared. Plunging her arm into the icy, rushing water, ignoring the sting and pull, she grabbed the bowl just before it could be swept away, filling it quickly from the churning river. She waded in, the water pulling at her knees, her focus entirely on her drowning friend. Reaching Kappa, just as his head slipped beneath the surface, May plunged her hand down, grabbing his arm with surprising strength. Gasping, she hauled his head above water with her other hand, trembling but resolute. She carefully tipped the bowl she held over the hollow on his head. The clear river water cascaded into it, filling the vital depression. The effect was immediate, and profound color rushed back into Kappa's skin like ink blooming in water, transforming the sickly gray back to vibrant green. His eyes fluttered open, filled with stunned disbelief that quickly melted into overwhelming relief and gratitude. Strength returned to his limbs. He found his footing on the riverbed and steadied himself, the fierce current no longer his master. He looked at May, water streaming down both their faces, rain and river mingling with her tears of effort and relief. From that day forward, the small, blue-glazed bowl remained securely nestled in the hollow atop Kappa's head, a constant, tangible reminder of May's fearless kindness and the deep bond forged in the heart of the storm. He became a gentle guardian of the hidden river, no longer hiding in the shadows. He watched over the fish, ensured the water lilies thrived, and most importantly, kept a protective eye on the quiet child who visited the banks. May grew, but her secret friendship endured. Whenever she sat by the water, sketching or simply dreaming, she'd often see a ripple near the reeds or glimpse a familiar pair of dark, kind eyes watching her. The spilled bowl hadn't ended his story. It had filled it with a meaning deeper and stronger than the river itself. The enduring power of compassion offered without hesitation. Their shared secret became the river's own quiet song,